Customers don't read, so you put something on the caption, they'll still come to the DM and ask you, what is this business? This is my blood, this is my sweat. If you're talking nasty about my business, I don't know how to take that in. If you have transactions or you make sales on any social media platform, this video is for you. My name is Chikere Breakthrough Onyechi, and I'm the host on this channel at Startup with Breakthrough. Startup with Breakthrough is a YouTube channel that covers business tips for entrepreneurs and business owners who are running their business in Nigeria and in Africa, or who intends to start business in Nigeria and in Africa. I cover conversations around starting your business, what you need to start your business, building a structure around your business, financing your business, etc. And most times I try to also share tips I'm using in my business or things that I have worked in my business so that you can try that out in your business. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. More than subscribing, I want you to go through all my videos, watch till the end, because I always drop tips. So on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how to set up a structure for your online business, and I'm going to just be covering how to avoid conversations around, oh, are you scam? All those conversations that when customers want to buy from you, they'll start asking you unnecessary questions of, are you scam? A customer buys something from you and they're having issues with it, and before you know it, escalates and they start doing this stuff they do on the social media, dragging me, dragging you and all that. How to avoid those scenarios in your business and run your business with peace of mind. If you have transactions or you make sales on any social media platform, this video is for you. So before you start running your business, before you start taking money from customers, these are specific structures you have to put together. And when I mean you have to put them together, before you have to actually put them together before you start running your business. First thing I want to talk about is setting clarity on your online business. So number one, you have to put clarity, clear conversations on all your bios or anything that describes your business online, from your website to your Instagram page to your Twitter page to your Facebook page to your TikTok page to your LinkedIn page to even your YouTube page if you intend to use YouTube for your business. Now, what do I mean by putting clear descriptions of what you do? If you sell female clothes, please clearly state that I sell female clothes. But not just female clothes, right? If you sell female clothes and you import from Turkey, you import from this, clearly state them it is imported. If you do ready to wear, clearly state that you do ready to wear. If possible, clearly state on your bio the duration of time it takes. Clearly state your location. Clearly state if you allow pickups from your store, if you have a store address, or if you have like something to just validate your business. Now, why is it important for you to clearly state these things on your business? First of all, it tells your customer what your business is all about. Secondly, it gives your customer a clear view on how transactions happen in your business. Thirdly, it also helps your customers to understand where your location is and how to go about making purchase from you. Fourthly, it also lets your customer understand in details what to expect when they buy from you, so that when a customer is making an order of a ready-to-wear dress, they are not expecting to see something that has been sewn from Turkey or something like they are not expecting to see something that is above their expectation. You understand? So this will help you manage customers' expectations. So just to be clear, and let me go through the things you need to put on your bios or your status. First, your business name. What is your business name? Is it Ada and Nkechi ready to wear? Let it be clear. Make sure that you're not sharing names with anybody in your business or on social media. Find a way to differentiate your name from any other business online, so that when they are dragging or when a customer buys something from you or buys something from someone else, they're able to trace you. So if your name is Ada and Nkechi on Instagram, let it be Ada and Nkechi on Facebook. Let it be Ada and Nkechi everywhere. If you have other sub business in your business, it's okay to make a list that, oh, this is the sister brand of this on your bio. Clearly, this is what we do at Ada and Nkechi store. This is what we do at Ada and Nkechi kitchen. We cook here, we sell here. So make sure that all these things are clearly detailed on your status, so that you can manage customers' expectations and there are no back and forth on the conversations, services or products customers are going to get for you. The second thing you need to do is policies. Policies around refunds, policies around exchange, policies around returning an item. So I run a fashion business here in Nigeria, and one of the things we do is we exchange for customers, and on very, very serious occasions we would make refunds to customers, and not because we want to just like throw money away or kill business. It's just because we want to be able to run a trustworthy and credible business, so that customers can trust us and they can know that transactions with us would go smoothly. Do you understand? So a refunding a customer their money today does not mean that they can't come back tomorrow. Like a lost business today can bring you more business tomorrow, especially when that conversation is handled in a simple, seamless way. Like be clear and be very polite around those conversations. Yes, I know that Nigerian customers are very, very funny. Some of them will want to just overdo. Like I feel like customers in Nigeria are made from heaven, right? Some of them just don't understand like what clear indications are. Like even after writing all these things, somebody will still come to the DM and start asking you something from Japan. Like you see that we are selling thrift in my store, right? And you come to my store and you start asking for, oh, can you have it in other colors? Do you understand? But you know that thrift is just one item, and sometimes it can come 2 or 3, but those are in unique instances. You can't come to a thrift store and see one dress and find you want it in several colors in different sizes. Then you're not in a thrift store. Do you understand? So first thing, some customers don't read. So you will put something on the caption. They will still come to the DM and ask you, what is this? What is that? Clearly, like, customers don't read, and that's not your fault. And those are not like you. Because customers don't read, you don't want to just be rude and lose business along the line. Still find ways to like educate people. Always put educative stuff on your page, right? So the third thing I want to talk about is understanding the problems around your business or the complaints business owners like you have when it comes to relating with customers, because the issue a baker will experience with the customer is different from the issue myself would experience with, let's say, a customer buying a dress from me. Sizing will be an issue here. A baker, it could be duration of time, at what time will you deliver, what's the cost of delivery, who will carry the cake, who will not carry the cake, what transportation mode, at like, do you do outside Lagos for cakes, and how do you go about that? Those conversations are different. Even for a ready to wear, like even if we're in the same fashion industry, the conversations around ready to wear is different from the conversations around clothes that are already made, like thrift. So for thrift, sizing is an issue, as I said, but for ready to wear, when duration of sewing is another issue. So customers can say, oh, I want the cloth now, and the vendor say, oh, we don't do that, like we sew within this period of time between 6 to 8 days and all that. So you as the vendor, you want to think about the issues your customers would have or complaints they will have before they even get to your store, before those transactions happen. Make sure you have thought through your processes. At what point will a customer have issue, and if this issue arises, how do we solve it? How do we go through solving this issue? So all these things is to avoid conversations of like the back and forth of, oh, it did not size me, it sized me, and all that. Premeditate what your customers problems would be. Think through your processes and find ways to solve all those problems, so that when those things arise, there are issues already, resolutions are available on how to go about it. Like your store manager does not have to come and call you to find out how to solve the problem. Like those things are detailed already, and you have told your staff, you've educated your staff what to do when this kind of issues arise. So the first thing I talked about is setting down like clear structures on your social media platform. The second thing I talked about is setting down policies. But for you to set down policies, the third thing is that you have to understand what your customers' needs are. To policy, still on policy, right? When it comes to policy, there is return, there is exchange, there is refund. So if exchange is going to happen, on what basis will it happen? What is the duration of time you have to report for an exchange to happen? Who bears the delivery cost of exchange happening? Because there's a back and forth. There's a drop-off at the customer's location, and there's a drop-off at your store. And if you don't have an in-house logistics, which means you're going to pay whoever is going to pick up for that service to happen. So who bears the risks of that conversation? When it comes to refunds, at what point will you make refunds? Why are you making refunds? What is the condition of the item before making refunds? What is the duration of time for a customer to make a complaint and it gets to the point of refund? If you're going to take returns, are returns going to be followed by refunds? Are returns going to be followed by store credit? These are the things you have to think through. Make sure you're detailed about your process. It's not until somebody drags you on Instagram that's when you now start putting things in place. Don't wait till you have very nasty issues with customers before you start putting structures around your business. So the fourth thing I try to talk about is hiring a customer care service person, or you yourself, if you don't have money to hire a customer service person, start learning how to deal with customers. You have to. Like, I'm not great with handling customers. Reasons why I don't handle my social media pages. Reasons why I don't try to do sales, like unless you send me messages personally, I don't try to handle customer stuff. Yes, I learned across, like I've had customer care services and I know the right things to do, but I also know that because I run the business and I have this affection for my business. This is my business, this is my blood, this is my sweat. If you're talking nasty about my business, I don't know how to take that in. Like I can take it in sometimes. Like I've had a customer like saying very insulting words to me, like on a very blatant situation. We had a sales, oh no, I was hosting a live on Instagram, and then during the live we had people coming on live and say, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this. And then we had inflow of money in a way, like there was frequent inflow of money, so we were just confirming based on receipts. And when we send you our account number in my business, there is always the phrase of, once you make payment, please send receipts so that we can confirm, send your details so that we can also send an invoice to authenticate that you bought something from us. All these things are measures I've put in place so that nobody hears stories, and so that I can also track my business and be accountable. So on this case, the customer made the payment for an item, and she has this track record of picking an item, not paying immediately, and coming back maybe 3 or 4 days later to make payment. So today she had something, like I think she really liked what she wanted and she went ahead to make payment. But after she made payment, she didn't send us receipt, she didn't say anything, she didn't say I've sent payment. Like the message was blank. I wish I can put it here, maybe when I'm editing I can add that here. So the message was blank. Like around 3 p.m. that day, she now sent us a message, and in her own conversation, like just read this, in her own conversation, did you not see the money I sent? This is a customer. You're not my sister, you're not my husband, you're not my boyfriend. Like we are not related in any way, and this is how you talk. Like this is what you send to me. Some customers are funny. So like, did you not see the money I sent you to use and cook soup? That is how I understood that message. But as a vendor and as someone that has to consider customers and understand that people are actually can be rude, like people can be having a bad day and it's not about you at all. It's not about you. Like that's one of the things I've learned, that people can be having a bad day and it's not about you. So don't let them spoil your mood, or don't even think that, oh, it's about you, and you start getting infuriated and all that. So after I saw that message, I'm like, oh, hello. So we said, oh ma, please can you send receipt showing that you have made payment? She said, ah, receipt, is it that you go, like how much sales are you making that you did not see a 4,000 naira payment? Like read through this, that's what she said. And I just laughed. That's an awkward way to talk to a customer. Like what you're trying to say is like, what are you even selling? It's like condescending way of talking to customers. And on this point, like let me tell you, as a human being who buys stuff from people, try to be as respectful as possible. Like it's not, vendors online are not begging for money. Running a business is not easy. Vendors online are not begging for money. Most of these people have made their money and they're still making their money. This is like the way you have your 9 to 5. This is my 9 to 5. This is other people's 9 to 5. You don't need to be rude. You don't need to be condescending. Like you don't need to show that you are not okay. You don't need to show that you are ill-mannered. We don't need to know that part of you. Like if I'm not your friend, I'm not your family, I'm not your neighbor, I don't need to know. So just go straight to the point. You don't even need to say hi. Like, you know, if I think vendors even make this mistake of saying hi my dear to a customer. Like I'm going to talk about vendors, but on today's, like on this phrase, customers, be very nice. Like if you're buying something from people, be very courteous. And I know that vendors are rude, but you on your own part, do your own part first. Like just be a human, like treat human beings well. Like that's the common denominator. Treat human beings well. There's no need going off on people, being nasty, speaking nasty. Like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't even tell anything good about you. Like it's an expression of yourself. It's not about the vendor, it's about you. You're being rude, you're being condescending. That is an issue on you. It has nothing to do with me. You buy from me and I move on, right? So after she sent this thing, we sent the item and all that. Like I would have replied her in a very funny way, but I put myself together, right? Like it's not what the conversation was. So things like this can arise. So you have to learn how to have that customer etiquette. You have to learn how to be emotionally intelligent, put yourself together and understand that it's not about you. Like this person is having a bad day. It's not about you. That's the way I cut it off. So that way I'm not even trying to take it in. But even at that, I went a step further to find someone else to manage that. Like my staffs handle customers well. They know how to talk. Like some customers when I say, oh, is this person that I want to talk to? So those kind of situations are there. So if you know you can't do this, find someone to handle. The fifth thing I want to talk about is having boundaries in your business. Some business owners are just too desperate. Like they are super desperate that they don't understand that the things they are doing or the things they are saying are affecting their business. So somebody wakes you up by 1 a.m. in the night and you must sell. Like, you must sell. And the issue with this is that, oh, it does not mean that you're hustling spirit or you don't need the money. And something is that customers learn patterns. Like the way you treat people, just the way people are going to just learn a pattern and then get used to it. That's the way customers will treat you. If I come to your store for the first time and I see that you don't have boundaries, I'll just keep doing extra, keep doing extra, keep doing extra, keep doing extra. I don't know if you understand. So if I chat you up by 12 a.m. in the night and you don't answer me, right? I'm going to wait till morning and you're going to send me. Say, I'm not going to shout at you that you don't answer me in the night. Hello, you are sleepy, right? So have boundaries, have opening and closing time. We open this shop by 8 a.m. Even if you don't have a physical shop, online, we start answering DMs by 8 a.m. By 10 p.m., we are done. Like any message you drop after 10 p.m. will be replied the next day. With time, people get used to it and they start following your rules and regulations. Nobody goes to bank by 8 a.m. no matter how bad it is, no matter what you want to kill. In short, because banks know they will not open 8 a.m. like they will not open 6 a.m. 5 a.m. they've made alternatives of POS, bank transfer, ATMs and all that. That is when you understand what your customers need and you start creating solutions to those kind of issues. So as a business owner on Instagram, after 10 p.m. we will not answer you. But if you want to sell while sleeping, create a website. You don't need, like, your website is a free flow. The person goes there, pick up what they want to pick, make payments, and you just wake up in the morning, see it on your back end, and you deliver your order. So have boundaries. Having boundaries means you have opening time, closing time. Having boundaries means, oh, you buy on our website, we don't sell on WhatsApp. You buy on our website or you buy on Instagram. Create those boundaries. What creating boundaries does for you is that customers learn how to pay your timing and how to purchase time. So one of the things I'm trying to imbibe in the business, in my business in the next quarter, is our timing. So we have timings, but we're not consistent with it. So I'm trying to work on that. And then trying to move sales to website so that when those timings are not, like when you can't interact with us, you have somewhere to go to interact. The next thing you want to do is get a business phone. So that on this business phone, you have your business number, you have your chat and all that. You have your WhatsApp coordinated. It's not that you're using your personal WhatsApp to chat up. Like, over time, right, that was how business started, but I had to transition. I had to move everything. I lost contact, I lost a lot of things, but if my business has to scale, if my business has to be sustainable, then this is the way it has to go. So create those boundaries and also get your business phone. Have do business like somebody that wants to do business. Stop doing business like it's just a hobby. And yes, if it's just a hobby, you can do it better, right? Like, I just hope, like, with this point, you are able to understand better on how to go through your customers. There are a lot of things, but in the scheme of things, this is like a summary of the things you need to do to avoid somebody dragging you on Instagram, like to avoid people just being blatantly rude. So another thing I want to put out here before, like, I close is customers be nice, vendors be nice. Vendors, stop scamming people. The money you steal will not add anything to your pocket. Like, the most important thing as a vendor is thinking of profit and peace of mind, like having a seamless business transaction. That should be the key in your business, not dancing around and blanting words with people on social media and all that. So with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that setting boundaries and putting structure together for your online business would give you peace of mind. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, make sure you follow, make sure you tag your friends to watch this video, and make sure you drop a comment and feedback in the comment section. Thank you so much. Do have a nice day.